this ink chimera-esque beast um, away from like a waterfall to like this glade where there were some bears playing cards that definitely weren't cards because of how long they've been there. Kyrus and Tara saw this weird eye thing and decided to talk to it, and they kept talking to it, and that's where we actually start. Um, Kyrus asked about like the people that like left the mark because they had found the mark of the red yin. Um, but they specifically note that it wasn't angels, but these were people covered in like dark, like soot, like a soot, like smoke. They had a lot of clinging to them. It is unknown whether or not they're still there. Um, and apparently they were here for people like Kyros, i.e., druids. Um, the druids themselves weren't taken, but they were instead brought up into the sky. What does that mean? We don't know. Kyros asked about that one staircase that he saw in a book. Um, and the creature is like, I could just show you where the staircase is if you let me come with you. And Kira and Tara are like, I don't trust this weird eye thing. No, thank you. Um, they decide to basically freeze one of these death records in ice since they are very fragile. And they go talk to Zazie, who's with Knight and the bears. Um, Kira gives like a little rundown of everything that happened. Zazie asks the bears about this eye creature. Um, and the bear is still holding this golden, like the golden vial that was said to be something of note for Knight. They ask a bit about like why is this vial important, and the druids are like, "You're not from here. You're a druid, but you're not an animal. Can you go in between?" And Kyrus is like, "Yes, I can go in between. I'm a little uncomfortable with this questioning." Um, but the longer you're here, the closer you become to basically turning more animalistic. Um, and then their memory almost like resets and they're brought back to their confusion. Kyrus asks about the eye again, and they're like, I don't know anything about what you're talking about, whether that's the eye or the birth records or the death records. Um, and Kyrus asks if they know the common tongue, and he's like, and they're like, this is the tongue we know. This is the only tongue we need to know, referring to Druidic. Um, Kyrus asks about the staircase. Only druids can go up the stairs. At the top, all the druids are waiting. Um, one of the bears gets up and leaves to go pray. We find out that it's actually praying to Oda, the previous moon god that was killed by Malele, if I recall correctly. And while that's happening, Zazie and Tara swipe away the vial, um, and they're able to snag the vial, put it in the pocket. Um, and the bears start explaining a bit about like how they came to be, how Oda first shed the tears that created the moon pools, and from there, basically, druids became ambassadors and ascended to wild godhoods from these moon pools. Let's see, Apparently, Hellspawn have come. Um, the bears are unaware of Black Blood. And Kyrus is like, okay, but what about Maltwa? And apparently, he was a good man. And he was a good man before his ascension, and he was as well kept as anyone. And he was going to bring peace to everybody. So something happened. Um, let's see. Um, we follow the chimera creature. We find like a Stonehenge esque, or like we pass through like stone archways. And we see a couple like pedestals with like what looks like dirty mirrors, like a pool with like this beautiful bird, a couple other things. And so Zazie and Tara go check out the water, and this bird creature kind of rolls up on them. And they're like, dude, what the fuck? Um, Meanwhile, Kyrus is glancing around, checking out the area, and Kyrus with his for boldness, can hear the song of Pitbull being sung at Zazie and Tara. 10 out of 10. They make the bird shoo, and then they see that there is this book sitting on a pedestal. So they approach the book. It's made out of ivory rather than true like parchment or paper. And so Zazie checks it out, and she actually sees like depictions of the world tree and different notes. But then when Tara looks at it, it's like information about memory loss and recovering memories and like that scientific process. And then when Kyrus looks at it, he sees bird or like not birds, but like animals and different things like that. And so Zazie suggests that it's a book of desire. Zazie touches it. Tara touches it. Kira suggests thinking a specific thought. And so Tara thinks about like the coral reefs of Pangaea, and it boom pops out. Zazie touches the book and tries to think back on the history of the red yin. The pages turn red, and then there's just the insignia of the red yin, as well as a portrait of a young Albion and Lysander there. Kyrus touches the book and asks what happened to the druids on the Crescent Isle. The pages are stained red. There's a depiction of people walking up to the sky in droves with chains on their arms. And then the book disappears. The pedestal that the book was on had some inscription on it. And they discuss it. And they start cleaning off like the mirrors in the area, and then light starts to reflect off. They discuss a bit, trying to figure out what do we do. Through their discussion, we just start cleaning off mirrors. And as it does, basically light begins to the moonlight begins to refract off the glass or the mirrors and hit each other until basically it goes off the cliffside. And this is a momentary moment. So essentially, if we don't take it now, it's going to be gone. So we hop on the moon bridge. We get on the moon path. We are led forward. It's like we're kind of like in a void. And then we're in a place. It's cold. It's wet. There's snow. It's not fun. Everyone starts to feel like a gnawing sense of hunger to themselves. And we decide to continue on. We start to hear running from the distance. We start kind of like looking around the area. We see a chest. Chest turns to ooze. Kyrus and Zazie look back, and the eye creature is there, just chilling. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, "Hey, come follow me." And they're like, "Okay." So they follow this creature, and we're brought to this room that has like rudimentary coffins being made, various books, different things like that, as well as rotting food, and just a lot of different like things left of age. There's a note hanging from the archway. It's a long one. It's in the notes. Let's see. As we're reading the note, there is a loud monster screech in the distance. The eye creature that led us here is gone. They start looking around. There's depictions of like crows on like on men's heads. Different walks of life, different like names on pieces of stone. Most of the pages and the books that are found are either missing or there's bite marks or like something got into it. Let's see. A lot of stuff happened. Tara checks out like the graves of the area. There's like a lot of people there. It seems like across the group, as they're all looking, it seems like whatever this is seems to be like a rite of passage in a way. because like it seems like young adults and teens are leaving books behind, things like that. And as we're going, there's another screech. There's screaming behind, and as we kind of turn around, a woman throws herself forward. Her left arm is missing. Her leg has chunks missing, covered in blood, and keeps on screaming the crow. Um, this woman grabs onto Zazzy, begs for help, begs not to die here before she passes. And then there's another tug of hunger in our stomachs, and that's where we ended.
Ooh.
Y'all, we're eating
Also-
people before the end of the night.
You're eating people.
Knight's
That
used
is a
to
strong we. That is a strong we.
We're a collective.
Happened before. Do you want me to take notes since I haven't taken notes yet?
That's up to you. I don't care.
Go for it. And I'll assist.
All right. As we've all found ourselves in this room, Xeraphel, Clem, and Knight, you guys weren't able to technically see the letter. It is right here if you want to read it. Just hover over the piece of paper on One More Multiverse and you'll be able to see it. I think I might have sent it to you, though, Tosh.
You sent it to me, yeah.
Before all of you, you guys took a little bit more time getting here, almost as if you walked in a trance. The last thing you remember is basically being on Dinosaur Island, and now suddenly you are in a dark, cryptic dungeon as hunger tears at your stomach as you watch a corpse on the ground. What are you guys want to do?
I'd like to inspect the corpse.
Sure, roll me investigation.
Can I make a medicine check to make sure it's dead?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
A 14.
A 9.
Oh, no, wait. Holy shit. I forgot I was a plus 12 now. A 20. No. Fuck. Math. 17.
A plus 12 to investigation? What did this happen? What the fuck?
No, I don't have a plus 13 now to stealth and sleight of hand.
I'm not cat meme.
Love a
I
good
can
rogue.
touch things now.
Do I have anything that's even above a 10? I don't think so.
I took a lot of expertise. I said fuck it to a lot of things, and I just keep taking expertise.
Kyros, your medicine check was a 9?
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of look at the woman, she's splayed out, kind of belly to the ground, arm out. Her skin is ghastly pale, but it's that kind of gray undertone, as if someone has sucked the color out of her skin. You can see these blue veins ravaging and swollen underneath. However, she is gaunt and malnourished at the same time. This doesn't seem natural, and she seems pretty dead. She's not moving, doesn't look to be breathing, there's no inclination of true movement. Clem, are you just looking through her person, or are you trying to find something in specific?
Who is she?
Okay,
What do I think maybe killed her? Does she have anything shiny?
Alright, we're grave robbing and looking for identification.
Yeah.
As you look at this woman, you can see she's pretty short. However, there is kind of stretch marks over her body that indicate high muscle mass at some point. She seemed as though she was once very built and is now withered. She doesn't have shoes, her clothes are tattered, and there is, again, that sickly gauntness. There is white hair that is matted into bunches, and you can see parts that look like maybe she'd kind of ripped it off as pieces are missing from her skull. Shiny, you find what looks to be an old rusty butter knife that is caked in something metallic. Past that, she seems to have been running for a long time. The bottom of her feet are blistered, and you can see something coming out of small wounds that is a kind of almost like a black blood, but not really. It just looks like dark blood, not the same as the ink. As well as
Does it
foam.
look like Kira's? his blood?
No, this is like this isn't like a cursed blood. This seems like
Okay.
something weird. You can also see some small bits of foam out of the corners of her mouth, and smell something odd about her.
She's rabid. That is my determination. She is contagious, has some type of illness that the fleshling should not touch.
Seems like something happened to her. Like this doesn't just happen naturally.
I think she's very, very ill and obviously missing limbs and chunks and pieces.
Yeah.
I don't think those grow back for this type of being. How unfortunate.
Knight, you have also just found yourself in this room, in this place. You see the body. Is there anything that you want to do or you want to see?
Hmm. Could he have done like a quick like that moment? Because he was he there technically when she was still alive? No.
If you
I
want a
think she
divine
looked-
sense, also you can get some lingering off of her if you'd like.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I have plenty of those uses. Yeah, he'll do a divine sense as like Knight just comes like a little distance and just does a a little
As you divine sense, this whole place kind of begins to softly illuminate in fey and necrotic, mostly all around you. But you can see in the walls to your left, there is this shape, almost softly made up from the silhouette of magic. It is tall and far bigger than anything you've ever seen as it lumbers. It's not in the room, it's like in the wall.
right there.
You could just see its silhouette as, from what you can gather, it might be watching you, but you have no inclination. It just sits there before turning and moving deeper, and all of that same magical energy returns back to the Fae.
As he does the divine sense, he'll like slowly turn his gaze away from the body and will look around the room until his gaze will like fix upon that wall. And he'll be just kind of muttering the things that he's seen as they come up. He'll be like, there's definitely that dead necrotic energy around here. Getting also a lot of sense of the Fae, and then his eyes will like fall upon that looming thing that is watching, and his eyes will narrow. And there's something quite large, and he'll like point in the direction. I don't think it is on that wall. I think it might be beyond whatever that is in that direction. But there's definitely feeling like something is watching us.
As you pointed out, everyone will hear a soft, low kind of before it'll disappear yet again.
Was that like a purr?
Who knows?
Sounded a bit more like a growl.
I make a nature check to see to like vibe check the noise.
Go ahead.
That's gonna be a 14.
It sounds like a mixture of a growl and, you know, when like birds kind of speak back to each other, they kind of go like kind of sound. It sounds like a mixture of those two, but somehow between multiple different voice boxes.
It's like a growl, but it's kind of Kind of like birds, oddly enough. Their chatter.
Birds can
Shit.
do
Not the growl part. Like almost like a chittering back to one another. Like there was like reverberation, like it that made it sound like a purr.
What if
Okay.
it's friendly?
I didn't think anything down here might be fun.
I found my cutest little plant ever in one of these dungeons.
You mean the plant that tries to kill us every time I even look at it?
His name is
Isn't it
Harvey,
Harvey?
and he doesn't try to kill immediately. He has manners.
He's like your tense bodyguard.
No, that makes it sound like he's employed.
He
He's
doesn't have
indentured.
401k.
He's not indentured. It's basically my child. Leave Harvey alone. I'm just trying to make sure he has the best life. He's grown so big. So it's fucking fairy's fault. Sprite's fault.
So
Anyways.
we're dealing with. You said fae and necromancy.
Or more like necrotic energy.
Mhm.
So I've always tied that as, I guess, necromancy, but it could be just the undead. In a way, it could be
Oh.
brought by necromancy.
Look at the wall to see if it's still there.
It has gone back to its. So you guys wouldn't be able to see this. The silhouette kind of emerges out of Knight's divine sense as he can see it coming closer. However, if you look again, there is absolutely nothing.
It's retreated.
Just want to double check.
However, as you look around the room, you can see the woman who has just moments earlier died is already beginning to rot. You can see a distinct type of mold growing over her body within seconds.
Told you she was diseased.
Is she diseased or is the place diseased? And I'll gesture to the fruits.
Both?
Maybe things just move faster that way here.
Maybe.
I'm gonna read this note up on the wall.
If you want, I
I'm
can
gonna
also
be
make
like
it
this.
easier if you want to read it again.
Oh, I've read it. I'm just gonna point out of like, well, we're supposed to wear the feathers, and not everything seems as it. No, not everything is as it seems, and that we're all monsters and hunger, and that sounds very like Knight sometimes when he gets a little crazy.
It just gives you a look.
Not your
Mm.
fault, but like driven by hunger, a little.
I wonder if it's more primal, less crazed, and more your bestial nature.
What are Vestals?
Vestals are
That-
religious people.
Labyrinths of Vestals.
They're powerful priestess and devoted to. They're devoted to a certain type of goddess.
Okay. So, do we know of any pro deity? Didn't we meet something?
Bro deity?
Well, it says savage, forced to bend to crows. So it just makes me wonder if there's, at one point, some kind of crow deity.
I don't know about a deity.
Or an old god.
I know there's the three-winged beast, but I don't know if that's what this is referring to, but there is also the crow.
Just
What he does, I don't know much. the crow, like the Archon.
Oh, so there's a. Is that an old god?
I'm not sure. He didn't. He's of deific status, but I don't know if he's a true god necessarily.
It's like a wild god thing.
Maybe.
Well, who was this temple for then before? This labyrinth of priestesses? Was it for Malele?
Mm.
I
No
could see
more.
it being
Sounds
for
like
Oda.
Yeah, it sounds like Malele came
Mm-hmm.
and kind of the way I'm taking it, either clawed it away, destroyed it, or kind of just
She was very
ravaged
blood
it.
hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Like the nails of Malele herself came with a ravenous hunger. No longer pure and devoted. So the Vestals are no longer pure and devoted. They're more hungered and savaged. Well, we might be finding some of them.
Why are we here? What is the point? Why did we come into this cursed place?
So, Knight, you remember that book that Xanthi stole from me that had the staircase in it?
Not sure I remember the staircase because I didn't
Yes,
see what
because you
you
can see it.
saw.
Yes.
But yes, in the
Yes.
book.
So, we were looking around. We saw signs of the Red Yin being present, and they mentioned that the druids went up these stairs, supposed stairs, but then we later learned that it was in chains, not just of free volition, or I don't know because everything gets jumbled together. But we found the path that I think the druids took to the moon, and it was either we miss it and there is no chance for this, or we go. So we went. There wasn't exactly instructions or any sort of note
Do we
about this place.
think that potentially something's in here to help you? Like, I'm trying to figure out if we need to leave or if we need to continue to push forward.
I think the only way out is pushing forward.
Wonderful. Okay. Have we looked at these stacks of books?
Yes.
Has he
So
looked at them?
we kind of all looked through them, and it was mostly eaten pages, as well as the one on the table is a documentation of names. You can see around the wood, though, it looks like pecking. Like, you know how, like, the woodpecker kind of, like, makes those little holes? But the book itself is mostly pristine and just has a catalog of names.
Kind of names.
As you kind of look through these are mostly druidic names. It seems as though these are very common. Nothing that pops out at you. In fact, most of these seem to be matching up with the tombstones on the ground over here.
It's weird that this is the only thing not touched. So either someone's been here recently or it's protected and maybe we should just take it? Maybe it's useful.
A lot of names. It's bad.
So don't take the names of the dead or do take the names?
Is it just names, or is there like a little like a description about who they are or who they were?
Do you move closer to examine the book?
Yeah, Karis will peer over and look at it.
as you kind of begin to peer over it, you'll see one. It's kind of flipped over like this, where the left side has all the names, and the right side almost looks as though someone has kind of put water on this page, so much so that it reflects your image. And as it does, you'll see the top will begin to kind of softly sizzle as your full name will begin to inscribe itself on the page.
Okay.
I'm yanking
Here's
Kyrus. No.
Okay. No gods.
And the next will be Clementine, as it begins to inscribe as well.
Oh my god. Wait, it inscribes Clementine? Oh my god, it's my real name, guys. The book
Yeah.
recognizes my name.
It
So you
scratches
are.
it out. It's Xeraphil now.
Ah, this book!
White out.
How about we step away from the book in case it's cursed, and if your name happens to be in it, you become what's on the tomb, the tombstones.
Maybe it's a visitor's log, and the people that were here are just coincidentally dead.
Knight's name is now appearing.
Maybe.
Davon.
Oh, great.
We're in this together, friend.
Let's just hope it's a visitor log.
Should we leave it? Let's leave it. Let's go this way.
I do ask for the sake of, so this could be a little janky, just try and keep your character zoomed in where you can see from here to realistically
got it.
here.
Got it.
And if you get stuck on anything, let me know.
So we're going down.
Before
Me
we
first, me
go,
first. Trap sense.
Mm-hmm.
can I flip through the book to see if Farland is in it?
You
Or
did,
any Moonsbane?
you did look through it last time.
I did that. I didn't look at the book. I looked
Oh.
at the tombstones.
Okay, you're looking at this one. Again, nothing that seems to be of that name here. As well as you can see that these only kind of have a certain amount of pages.
Continue on.
However, as you all leave, you can go ahead and roll me a perception for trap sense, Clem. Kyros, you'll notice that it has begun to snow. There is several rocks in your path that are covered in a white powder.
17.
You don't sense any traps here. Not at least within your vicinity.
Okay. What way? Forward to the along the bigger hallway or down this snow-filled one?
We heard things further down that way. It might have moved on, gesturing towards straight. But that was also before we were looking in this room.
Are we avoiding people or are we looking for people?
I want to say avoid, because the note did
Avoid.
mention these aren't just monsters to be monsters. These are people by the sounds of it.
Okay, stealthy it is. Well,
So we're going
I'll
forward.
be stealthy. Forward as stealthily as possible while checking for traps.
This is the way that you guys
Agreed,
came
like-
in. So you guys, this hallway until about here has been already traversed. So you guys don't have to worry too much. But down the staircase,
Okay.
it is not. So here is where you guys last. The
No,
break.
trippy stairs.
Are you sure you don't want to go down the stairs? You sure?
I'm checking. I'm checking for a dirty 20.
There's no traps in this hallway. Look, I fixed the stairs, guys.
Stealthily forward.
You don't go through them anymore.
Oh my
We're not under
I
them.
Oh my
fixed it.
god!
This is character development, guys.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna stealthily peek my head around the corners. I'm looking for people.
Go ahead, roll me a stealth. And a stealth or perception, whichever one.
I
You want a
stealth-
perception?
I got a nat 20. I'm invisible
You are
because
invisible.
that's a 33.
you stealth and look around the corner. Do you want to roll me a perception check on top of that?
Yes. I would like to. Never mind. I'm so into my own self. No, actually, it's not that bad. That's a 13. I have to keep remembering. The only things I'm bad at are persuading people to do anything.
As you kind of enter in this room, you'll hear the distinct sound of dripping. As, again, you'll see what looks to be 4 pedestals before you. Do you want to move closer to them? Looks like you do.
I'm.
That's
I
a
am
trick
also
question. But yes.
looking
Go ahead. Anyone who wants to roll
Not-
perception, go ahead now.
as not as quiet as Clem. I got a dirty 20.
Got a 30.
Jesus Christ!
30.
Clem, you notice that there are about 4 pedestals, as well as a room to your left and to your right. There are some tapestries and a bit of stone that's out of place, as well as when you walk, the ground kind of seems to shift a little bit. You think maybe it's probably just poor foundation. This looks really old. Knight, you can see that inside of these 4 pedestals are large crystals that hold images of something. What looks to be a dagger, a key, and a stone. The 4th pillar has absolutely nothing on it. It seems to be maybe something that they place it, or if you move it to clean the other ones. This seems to be an excess. But these seem to hold some significance with the items. As well as... that's about it. This room doesn't seem to be trapped or necessarily scary any other way. It's more of an introduction. Kyros, however, you will see right to the right room, that's funny, a little tiny piece of stone pops its head up as what looks to be a mimic's eye blinks softly, camouflaged into the color of the stone as it kind of scours and then goes back underneath and hides itself.
Careful steps.
Careful steps.
Mhm.
I'm always careful.
Towards the right, there's something there. It
So
looked
to
at
the
me.
left. What looked at you?
It was an eye. It was stone, and then it went away.
So an eye just blinked into existence and then blinked itself away.
It was like on a stone,
Maybe it's the pebble
and then the
friends.
stone moved.
No?
I
No.
don't think so.
It's
So
over by
then-
the
To the right, I assume, like he. How do I ping? I'm
You're
dumb.
pointing
Oh.
over there. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so our
If-
left, our character's right. Wait, is that the character left?
Our
Or
right.
is it
Character's
character
left. All right.
Okay.
1 second,
Yeah.
guys. Let
Okay.
me just get these bad
But we're
boys
gonna
out.
go the opposite. Except I'm still.
I do notice that on these pedestals, the ones with the gemstones each have like a dagger, a key, and a. You said stone?
Mhm.
Like a
Yes.
stone on them. The 4th one doesn't have anything, so I don't know if that's of any significance. We are kind of. There's a visible force field right here. as
Excuse me,
well.
what's there you go, there you go.
Yeah. I stay this way, stealthily.
Are you guys actually stealthing, or is it just Clem?
Right now it's just been Clem.
Okay.
I
I'm
can
totally
say
stealthing.
I'm trying, but I have
I'll
this
roll
at
stealth.
disadvantage. Yeah, that's a 7.
I got a 13 for stealth.
You just hear the clinking of Knight's armor as he kind of like stealth.
He looks like he's trying, but just
I'm just imagining like that little thing where they go like they had the little knees up and they go like that, try and hide. Knight, you
Conflicting thought.
certainly try. Kyros, you seem to be a little bit more light-footed, but not by much.
I'm slinking through the pools of light.
As you get closer to these, normally when you're embraced in light, you feel quite nice. However, these don't give you the same feeling. In fact, this whole place is beginning to softly kind of take its toll due to how dark it is in here. And you feel as though the longer you're in here, the more you're going to suffer.
Did we bring the angels? Or Amira and Kyros here?
Caravel?
Caravel. Frick.
Kyros is an angel?
He's always an angel.
I am not sure, dude.
I would assume so.
I would
There was never a point that we said no.
always bring him
Amira. I imagine Amira. I'm not sure if it...
forgets about him. Forgets about Caravel. Like, oh yeah, whoops.
That's my
Where'd
husband back
where'd that
there.
boy go?
Where is he? I don't know.
It's like, well, I think I'm just gonna look around and be like, I'm just gonna assume he's chill off reading somewhere,
I will
and that I don't
say-
need to worry about him right now.
I'll say the angels are with you. They're trailing behind right now. I just don't want to control
Oh.
two of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay,
So for now, here's one. Hello.
that's great. I'm just looking to see how ill they both look, but really how ill Caravel looks.
You can see Caravel looks fine. He actually seems better than you're doing. Amira is very much like a wilted flower. You can see the very vibrant yellow of her hair has begun to flatten. It's no longer floofy. It's down to the ground and trailing behind her as she's just
When
like,
did she get sick?
it's not sick. They just don't do well in dark places.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't do well. I'ma feel like, of course he's fine. What am I even worrying about? Onwards. I'm a petty bitch. A headless statue, unless that's just set dressing and it's not actually a headless statue.
It actually looks to be... This statue looks like it was once a man, a knight, or something in front of what looks to be the trunk of a tree made of stone. The only thing you can make out is the words Zauk. Z-A-U-K.
D-U-A-K?
Z-A-U-K.
Can I do like a history check for any names, famous big names that contain or are Zauk?
Go ahead.
Can I also?
Yeah, anyone who wants to is free.
19.
Stupid. You got a 7.
Kyros, you have absolutely no idea. Clem, you feel as though Zauk is a name that doesn't really come up much on the other. This seems very Pangea-esque, which is odd because something being worshipped here however many years ago should have a name that represents where they are. Maybe it's someone that's come over, maybe it's a foreigner, or maybe it's a foreign god.
Yo. This is not any other statue. This looks like y'all's Pangea's names.
Do I know of any Zauks on Nether? Now that you mentioned it, I'll...
Roll history.
If you want me to roll... Oh, God. Yeah. That's a 1, but not a nat 1. It was a 2.
You feel as though this is something that you have seen before and you've studied. Maybe not exactly the name, but this statue is so familiar to you that it's on the tip of your tongue. It's driving you insane, but you cannot remember it.
You know, maybe you're right. I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Maybe in like one of the history books or lessons or something during my trainings. The name Zox does seem a little familiar. Maybe of a famous warrior of the past.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no clue actually.
Kyros, I have a
It's a
question
little
for you.
familiar, like it's right there.
How worldly was your tribe? Were they very close knit, or were they very talkative with a lot of different people?
No, they were close knit. They've outside of like other elves, it was very close ranks. keep to yourself.
Okay. All right.
Knight's just like saying the name lightly, softly to himself. Sock.
It seems so
Trying
familiar.
to get it to just like right on the tip of my tongue.
Can you roll me
All
one more
that fancy-
investigation on the armor?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nat 1.
You are so
God.
convinced that this. What is it? What are you convinced of? That this is armor from Thundershaw.
Guys, I have to know this. This armor that the statue is wearing is obviously Thundershawlian armor. Pretty sure my father has the same exact thing that this statue is wearing. It's definitely not him. My
How
father
can
was
you
not that slim,
tell?
but still.
It's frock. How can you tell? It's not like it's the actual armor. It's just etchings.
The way the etchings are, like along the gauntlets and the sabatons, the way how the metal meets metal, it's just like the alignment of it all is very Thundershawlian. And if you
Clem's
look very
walked away.
closely, even
mean
though
it just
the head
connects?
is gone,
It
I'm
just
pretty
connects
sure.
to the rest of the armor. Isn't that how armor's supposed to work? I don't
I
understand.
mean, it does, but specific armor usually will have like the smiths, the ones that made the armorers. They will have like a telltale, a signature of some sort, and there'll be like a little etch or a little way of how they design it that tells you the different styles of it. That's why some of them are a bit more smoother, some are a little bit more edged, and
You found this mark on this stone statue.
he just like points to right
Nerd.
there.
You are a
And
nerd.
even though the head is missing, I'm fairly certain the helmet would have the marking of a lion. I guarantee it. We just need to find the head somewhere. I see a
Yes.
lot
I'm
of
leaving.
armor.
I'm leaving.
You could even ask Amira.
Amira looks over and she's just like, sure, I agree 110% with Knight. I have no idea.
You know, maybe the reason you can't remember his name is because you spent too long looking at armor sets as a child.
Knight, were you just fascinated by this man as who he is rather than just
I have a book for that now.
All I'm saying that it's Thundershawlian armor. That's very. Would you say that's very interesting to find in the middle of some scary dead temple on the other? Why would some Thundershawlian armor be here, even if it was a statue form?
I'm more interested in the name. I don't think I fully buy that is Thundershawl armor. I don't know what Thundershawl armor is, but
same.
deep,
It feels a little
petty
too
part of
convenient.
me that wants you to be wrong. And it's mean-spirited. I understand that. But anyways, onwards. Or do you want to look for this helmet?
He's definitely glancing around for the head of the statue.
You can roll me another perception, and then all the way, by the way, up there is where we also came from. This is where the Chester is.
That's a
Okay.
nat 20.
And that 20?
He's now hyper focused that he's nat 20 to his investigation looking for the head of this.
Statue.
Gotta prove these bitches wrong.
Where is it?
As you are looking around, you don't see a helmet, no matter how hard you look. However, you do see a little eye popping up from the stone yet again as it stares at you, blinks, and goes back underneath before disappearing yet again.
Knight's like full on hound mode, where you just see him like focusing on the ground, and then the eye pops. Like, eyeball.
Told you.
Y'all are just making shit up at this point.
I'm not.
Do you think the eyeballs are following us?
You feel okay?
Oh no, did we lose Cat?
R.I.P. Cat.
I know, I think we did. R.I.P.
Cat, no. Such a good physician. Such a funny
I know,
face.
just
Poor cat. Oh.
We just lost power at the apartment that we're in because something just got struck by lightning.
Oh
So-
shit! Are you okay?
We're fine, but like, I think it like kind of blew some fuses. So we have like one of our lights on, but like my PC is off. And no power to it.
Oh no.
I can
No.
sit on my phone and continue this conversation, but I just won't be on the stuff if that's okay.
I can also do we want to share screens? Like share the thingy so that way Cat can see it?
Yeah.
Does that work?
You mean so I can see the eyeballs following us and popping up everywhere?
Yeah.
Yes. So that way you can still be on Discord and you can still see the
Stay
map.
haunted.
I can definitely stream. There you go.
Yay. Thank you.
Does it like pop between notes and stuff? Want to do that? Yes,
I can
it does.
take
Okay.
over the back half.
The notes.
If you want, I can. Yeah, I can take care of it since you're streaming. That's a little more important right now.
I'll do that next week.
Okay.
All right. This way.
I think. Yeah.
Does that work? Okay.
All right. Keep your eyes out for eyes.
1 second. Okay. All right. We are moving forward.
Oh,
Whoa.
why are you moving?
You feel the ground begin to shake as you step over this
Help!
level platform.
Help!
The ground shakes a little bit.
Unfortunate.
Clem, I
Sorry,
did
go
something I
ahead.
shouldn't have done.
Wait, I'm supposed to go first.
Here you go. I got it. Clem's here. She just doesn't walk. She's just getting pulled.
She's like invisible too. Like
Oh
see
no!
through her.
All right. Which
Was
direction?
the ground actually moving?
Yeah, as you kind of walk on it, you'll feel the ground begin to shake a little bit. Not enough to throw you off your balance, but it's definitely you kind of hear it skitter around as a couple laughter begins to culminate at the bottom before it stands still.
I feel like the thing we're standing on right now just laughed at us. Do we want to just go south?
I want off.
Yeah.
I want off this thing.
There's a room below and a room to my right, your left.
Do we go to the? Maybe we should check out this room before we
Go
continue
the right
down.
first.
Watch out for the eyeball.
I'm
Mhm.
checking for shifting grounds.
So are you doing a perception or are you checking for traps?
I'm doing the investigation, trap checking stuff.
Okay.
Guys, there's no light. I can't see what I rolled. It's an 18.
As you are looking, Clem, you'll hear a couple of kind of like growling, mopey sounds as you'll see what look to be little chairs hidden in the ground. As they'll look at you. As well as some kind of platform, almost like a trigger trap. Right here.
Maybe we don't do this room.
mean, do you think it is something that might have information necessary for Kuros's curse?
Everything's alive in there, and there's a trash ticket into the things that are alive.
It sounds like a good reason to turn around.
Unless you feel like fighting chairs.
Not particularly.
Any
Unless I'm about
heroes,
to do a
any
spring
thought or
break.
reason?
Kuros is currently MIA.
Kiros was zoned out. If you're saying stuff, we can avoid it.
All right, down south it is.
As you guys are about to leave, you'll see more of the room come to life as you guys turn your back, as a plethora of little eyes will watch you leave. You can almost hear
Oh my.
chomping.
Yep. Smart. And let's just keep going.
You sure? You don't want to walk in?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, checking this direction for little
Yeah, there's a wall.
eyeballs and choppy teeth.
Yeah, there's a wall.
You hit an invisible force too.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Where did you find invisible force? What?
Like over here. Or I might have been dumb because now I'm moving fine. Both are possible.
What was your check for traps?
A 28.
You can see that the door in front of you almost looks like a goblin's head made out of metal. It looks hyper realistic as the two ears by its side kind of move up and down, almost like little handles that you have to push forward. But the thing that really gets you is there's two gargoyles that sit on the top of these walls, and its head somehow mushes through its body and stares at you. But you don't see any traps.
There was a like a thing,
Kind of thing.
like a oh, sorry, give me 1 second.
Why didn't you do that?
Hold on, sorry. I just found the breaker box. Give me a second to try to flip things.
We're doing mechanics. While Clem is messing with her breaker box, the door, she does tell you, is not trapped. However, it is a true-to-life goblin's head that is staring back at you.
Do we need to talk to it?
Maybe? I don't know. We have talked to doors.
It does seem to be a thing that happens a lot here.
Okay. Hello? You'll say to the door?
As you call out, can you roll me a persuasion?
11.
The door does not respond as you call out hello to it.
You need to be a
Okay,
little
so
bit
it's
more,
fine.
maybe a little more like,
I mean,
hello.
there you go. You're better at words.
Can I roll a persuasion with
Go
my
ahead.
hello?
Go ahead, roll a persuasion on the door.
17.
As you vocalize a hello, as grandiose as you can, the door does not respond.
Okay, maybe it's just
Oh.
decoration.
Found the thing.
You found the thing? You found the
Got it?
breakers?
Well, no, I found the breaker box. Nothing worked. But
Mm.
You guys found the door though, the creepy door, the blobby door.
A
What
goblin
if we
face
touched it?
door.
The goblin, it doesn't
Oh,
respond.
goblin, not blob. Okay. Last time we had to do puns when we faced a door like this.
Oh God, hope not. Is it
Yeah, but
growing?
the other door, didn't it talk back to us? Would we talk to it?
It's true.
If we have to touch it?
It's like a gargoyle or something that was made us do puns. Maybe we're lucky and we just can push it open.
Just a door.
How many doors do we encounter on a daily basis that you either just need to push or pull?
Exactly. Sometimes
I'll touch
there's a
it.
key.
I'll go try the door.
You're gonna push or pull it open.
I'm gonna knock.
You knock on the door. It sounds like
anything
you knock on
happen?
wood.
Okay. All right. Is the goblin face the only type of handle?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Its two ears on the other side of its head are handles.
I'm gonna try to push, pull,
Which one?
push.
Push?
Yeah, push.
You push the door and nothing happens.
Pull.
You pull the door and it comes right open.
Oh my god.
It's just a door.
Back at the dog.
I'm cursed.
I think we're beginning to suspicious of doors.
Well, no, now I'm gonna double check that like this wasn't a trap to lure me into a sense of like, oh, it's okay. It was just a door, so there isn't gonna be anything past the door. This is like doubling my paranoia right now.
You guys remember when I never used to do traps? A long time ago.
I got a 25. There's definitely gonna kill us.
Are you going through the entryway and then
Yes.
looking for traps? Okay. As you go out and begin to look for traps in the hallway, the door will begin to slide close, and you have a couple seconds to move out its way. Or begin. Gyros! Gyros!
Sorry, I was taking notes. Ah!
The door will slide closed as you'll see what was once a very pristine, kind of almost closed-eyed goblin face. Its eyes are now open wide as it is staring directly at you, like those paintings that their eyes always follow, as well as the gargoyles on top of the pillars. Clem, as you look around, you don't see any true traps within this hallway that you're in.
All right.
Going to do a quick perception just to see if I like hear any noises.
Yeah, go ahead. And then after that, can everybody make me a Constitution save?
Oh God, no.
Oh God!
I got a
Okay.
19. You do get a 4 plus 4 for your con save.
Oh,
Just for being near me. That was a nat 1.
No.
That just means it's a nat 20 of the next roll, okay?
Denial is a river in Egypt. Your roll will be 9.
It makes it an A.
Okay, before I get to your really good perception check, you got a nat 1. Kyros, what did you get?
it was a +2 with the aura.
4.
+4. I can do math. 25.
Clem, were you able to roll?
I got a 16. Yeah, I've got it pulled up on my app.
As all of you are sitting yet again, you will hear another sound kind of pool through the hallway as it'll echo across the stone walls. And suddenly that same hunger will begin to infest you. Night, you are beyond ravenous. You will need 2 rations in order to make yourself satiated. Luckily, Kyros and Tara and Zazie managed to grab you what looks to be a red vial full of blood. which counts towards you for 10 rations.
There's a vial of blood.
I don't have it. I think Zazie has it. Zazie or Tara has it.
I will say Zazie gave this to you. They managed to get it off the bears. That was the vial that you were trying to gamble with. Zazie and all of them managed to grab it for you, and she gave it to you through power of friendship. However, you are starving. Kiros and Clem, you both are hungry. You guys can try and stave off the hunger if you want and not eat a ration. But if you do, you'll take some negatives.
Just gonna
What is this urge to consume food?
hunger. And Kiros is just gonna cast Good Berry real quick.
Go ahead.
Just brr. It's just a pile of berries in his hand. Take one.
Are you guys giving me? Has this vial of blood been given to me?
I would say Kiros will have it, or I'll say either Zazie could have given it to
Okay.
you. Either one, whichever you'd like to do. Kiros, would you say that you would have kept the vial? No, Zazie had it, right?
Zazie had it. Yeah, no, Kiros was focused on the conversation
Yeah.
during that whole interaction.
I would say Zazie would have given you the vial of blood. It's about 10 rations for you with that one vial. You'll need 2 in order to sustain no negatives.
I feel like you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like since like Knight and Amira have started like dating, like he's Amira's been who he's been drinking the blood from.
Correct?
Like, so I feel like at that point he would have probably like turned to her the moment he like felt that hunger, and but just seeing her looking like a wilted flower would have been like pulled out. He just like holds up this little blood vial, be like, I don't even stranger's blood. This can't go wrong.
Amira will look up at you, she'll hand her arm, and you can just see it's so heavy. She's just like, you can have
Kiros is
some.
just like, do you want a berry?
He needs blood. I don't think a berry will do it for him.
Do you want blood?
He's just gonna like
Aren't you
uncork
cursed?
it's just like a downs it like a shot.
You're eating all 10, or are you eating 2?
Oh, I thought if I
And so it's
took
a-
it, I was like,
It's like a big thing like this big.
oh, I was thinking it's like a little thing like this. It's like a whole like wine bottle.
If you want to make it a couple of little ones so it's easier for you to cork that shit open, I will say you can.
I like that.
Go ahead.
He just takes the one big one, pulls out some 10 vials he just randomly had, probably collecting shot glasses over the time every time we've gone to a tavern. Didn't tell any of you guys about it.
Another collection of the ever.
It's canon now. And he's
I
like,
love it. Friends who
Build
collect
them
together
out.
stay together.
and yeah, he'll just like pop it and just down one of the shots.
As you eat this, and as you eat as well, Kiros, you guys will feel a satiation full over your body. However, that same tugging hunger sits like a looming anticipation. You know that even though you should be full, you should be happy and contented, your body still craves food. Clem, as you eat your berry, you eat it. It does absolutely nothing for you. It is kind of like a nice taste. I will say that you would have probably had some light sand with you that would accumulate to probably 10 or so rations if you would like to use that.
Okay. I'm also gonna look to the caravel and be like, I can handle myself. I will take my little light sand. I don't know. I guess how my head is like they look like those little divine pills in Chinese mythology of like just have a bottle of pills in my rations of light sand that I think lifted from Caravel's tent somewhere. That's gonna be my headcanon. I stole it. So I'm direct eye contact with this bottle with him.
You see Caravel's face, it just... He kind of just shrugs it off as he'll also eat one as well.
All of us here just need some sort of kind of blood or anything other than Kira.
All natural, baby.
This is so natural. So natural it falls from the sky.
Some people would say blood is natural.
Who?
Huh?
Byproduct. Life sustenance, not food. Not food normally.
No, you're right.
Does that mean if Knight drinks from somebody who is named Mary, he's having a Bloody Mary?
Yes.
I will never be drinking from someone named Mary.
Amira, change
If
your name.
what happens if he drinks from someone named Shirley who hasn't showered in a bit? Would that be a dirty Shirley?
A dirty Shirley.
Not gonna happen.
You're funny. It's a funny one.
You all find yourself a little bit more contented. And the hallway still stretches before you.
Okay. And that 19 perception, listening for like sounds and
So you're listening for sounds or any kind of movement with that? Or are you just looking just for in general? For any kind of signs of
I
life?
was mostly like listening for like if we were hearing anything specific coming in one way or the other.
As you are listening, you can kind of hear some rustled movement to your left, as well as the sound of water. In fact, this is the first notable source of water you've heard this whole time. Past that, there's really nothing but silence around you.
There is sounds of water coming from that direction. I'm not picking up anything from over there.
Maybe check out the water source.
Yay. Water it is.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
always assume Clem's in front of me.
All right.
Yes. I'm gonna check for traps.
Go
Why
ahead.
is there a tree growing in here? We're gonna get body snatched.
Makes a little more sense for the wild waters here.
27.
As you look around, you can see that these boxes on the ground have a soft breathing sound as they go in and out. But there's nothing to truly trigger it or deal with it. As long as you're quiet, you fear as though you might be able to move around this room.
Making direct eye contact with Knight. You have to be so quiet. Those boxes are breathing, but they're not going to necessarily do anything as long as we are quiet.
I can only be so quiet. I can turn into a shadow for like 5 minutes. But
Did you want me to just do my usual soot trick?
the one that helps us be a little bit
Mhm.
quieter.
Mm-hmm.
Probably smart.
Okay, just pass without a trace.
What does Pass Without a Trace look like when you cast it?
I think it's just kind of like it's either Kyros will somehow conjure like a bit of soot in his hand, or he'll like lightly like tap his feet. I think in this instance he's just got soot in his hand and he just blows it out.
Alright, what is everyone's stealths?
24 at disadvantage. Yes. Because that gives plus 10, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank fuck.
I got a 35.
Excuse me, I'm going to bed now. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Would've. The
I'm just
highest
gonna
I could
chill
get
with
was
my.
33.
Was that a 43?
No. I got a 35, but the highest I can get with Pass Without a Trace is a 43. That's pretty dope.
Horrifying.
What did you get,
Horrifying
Kiros?
thought. I got a 19.
Oh my god, okay. As all of you become quite stealthy, the room before you is open. Where would you like to go?
Down.
Down?
Southward. Oh, there's no door. I thought there maybe was a door.
I'm gonna check out the water.
It's another headless statue. I'm inspecting it for Thundersharlian signs.
Alright, make me your checks for whatever you would like to get.
Investigating this. Not much better. That is a 7.
You are so convinced that this creature is a priestess from Thundershaw. You could see some remnants of old color on her jersey, or on her, like, robes, that looks like an old paint of red. For sure, it's paint. As it stands before you, hands open like this. Kiros, are you investigating anything with this water while Knight's doing that?
He's checking out to see if it's like a natural source, if this is man-made, kind of seeing where it's come from, if the water is magic. And I got a 16 investigation.
As you're kind of looking at this water, you can smell that it's very sweet. It looks like spring water from the top of your mountains, completely untouched and pure. And as you all are kind of watching, Kiros, you'll hear the box behind you go as a creature will pull itself from the box. It is absolutely gangly, crouched, without a jaw, and you can see that its milky white eyes don't see you as it pries and moves to the water source right next to you, as the smell of rot and death just permeate the room from behind it. Can you roll me another stealth check?
Nat 20, baby!
This thing does not see you. You could see as its haggard hand goes in and pulls at the water, it lathers itself in it. But it does not stop. It almost looks like it's halfway drowning in this water as it continues to drink and drink and drink. Is there anything you want to do with this, Kiros?
I think Karis is just going to send a telepathic message tonight. And it's just like, there is a thing. Be careful. It's right next to me. It's drinking and it might be trying to drown itself. I don't know. There is a lot happening. Please don't make a loud noise.
Instantly just pops his head around the pillar to see what this thing is.
You can see its gangled form looks like it once was human, but now has been grotesquely deformed as it's just at the water, just eating over. And you can see it kind of pulls its head away as where a nose would be kind of opens and closes. Like it's been kind of ripped off, and then skin has just been grafted over it over time. And then begins to chomp on its hand, pulling off flesh and tendons like string off string cheese.
Telepathic message. Where'd that thing come from?
Telepathic message. The coffin.
Knight, as you're sitting there, again, you'll hear that kunk as something opens, as from right beside you, this thing crawls out and goes and begins to sniff around. Can you roll me another stealth, please?
Oh god. 15.
Can you also roll me a stealth as well, Clem?
Of course. Oh my god. It's happened. 41.
Oh god.
Night, this thing stops. And it looks up. Again, that grafted nose begins to sniffle as it's going to try and outstretch its hand. Do you stay still or do you want to move?
Does it look like it's blind?
Oh, these have got milky white eyes. But you can see where your ear hole would kind of be, like the way that owls have, it is huge. Five seconds. Do you want to move? Do you want to let it
I
get...
feel like he's just gonna be like a statue.
All right. Roll me a stealth, please. One more time.
One was a nat 20. But this one,
That's so
at
sad.
disadvantage, is a 17.
It begins to crawl as you can feel its talons, the overgrown fingernails clink and scratch down your armor with a bitter howl as it moves to the top of your head, then to the top of this pillar, and begins to breathe in and out, heaving, as it seems to be looking for something. And then another thing will open. Another box will find itself clinging as another pries itself, and they all begin to start screeching. What do you guys want to do as these
Can
creatures are moshing?
I would like to cast my invisible mage hand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it. I think based off of what I can see from the stream, there's like a fountain thing that's not up where Curious is, but kind of like not a fountain, maybe a basin, like an angel little statue.
Oh, yeah, these things?
Yeah,
Yes.
that thing. Yeah. The one on the left, I kind of, if it looks like it's filled with water, I kind of just want to have my hand splash it. And then I'm getting ready to bolt and hoping that they get the idea.
Kuros, can you make me a dex check,
Wait a
please?
second.
Dex check or dex save?
Dex save.
11.
As this hand smacks the water, all of these creatures will go kind of let out that loud screech as they will instantly jump to where it is, clamoring all over one another. Kuros, can you make me another
I think
stealth?
it's the other one.
Oh, the other one? Sorry.
Yeah, that one.
Kuros, can you make me another stealth as well?
Da, 25.
This thing just splutters everywhere as water hits you, and as it does, a couple of its limbs will kind of go out and detach from the socket as it smacks into you, and it will stop, seeing that it kind of caused that thud. But it is far too interested in what is over here, not really getting too much from that, and will begin to eat at the stone. You'll watch as human teeth will break as they try to grind this statue down to dust. You guys are free to run if you want to take the opportunity right now.
Leaving. Stealthily leaving. I'm stealthily leaving.
I'm leaving. I am turning invisible and bolting.
Gonna try to be stealthy. 23.
23. Yeah, you can see these things don't pay too much mind to you, as you can kind of hear them begin to whine and cry as they are struggling to eat this thing, and you all manage to burst away from what just happened.
Those things
Okay.
were freaky.
Don't point
Mhm.
out that I hear water signs again, you don't listen to me.
Ooh, permission to not listen to you. Great.
Just for those instances.
Okay.
That was
As
a pretty smart move on my part, though, right, guys?
I didn't even see you. Like you were there and then you were gone.
It's talent. I don't know what to say. Also, I have an invisible mage hand that makes splashy sounds.
Here's hold up. I
That is very hard.
Okay.
You're invisible. Does he see? Does she see?
Oh, I forgot he was invisible.
it's the
I
water
go for a high
suddenly
five in my head.
splashing.
It's like, who the frick am I talking? Smack his face.
Like, where's Kiros? Did we leave him behind?
Oh shoot! Yep. Here's forgot that he was invisible. Reappeared.
as you guys begin to leave the hallway, you'll hear something kind of begin to yell back. I don't know how loud this is going to be. I'm still testing this out. But you'll hear through the walls, as well as a couple of cawing sounds before it dies. And from the room to your left, screeching. Almost as if they're talking back and forth to each other.
Left as in down or left going straight?
Back from the room that you just came from.
Oh.
You'll hear that kind of growl be reciprocated by the screeching of several little heads.
I think we move a little faster away.
The bird again. Do we go down or straight? I'm gonna do, I'll do another divine sense and see if that helps give us some guidance. Because it did help before.
As you kind of, what are you doing when you divine sense? Is it just your eyes kind of go? Are you calling to something?
My eyes will like flash red. Just more like, just in that moment, my magic, Ophelia's magic, whatever, will just kind of, like almost like a lens will go over my eyes.
As you kind of begin to look around and see what's going on, again, you are greeted with that same Fae and necromancy. And that kind of dark blob staring at you from the corners of your vision.
Does it feel like it's coming from a specific direction? Because like before it was like that one wall.
You will kind of see something out of the corner, dark and ominous, just looming to your side, before it will softly disappear. Right over here.
And it looked like the thing that I just saw.
It kind of looked like that shadow standing there ominously, but you can't get details. It looked like a blob. You know when you see someone out of the corner of your eye?
I've sensed that. I don't even know what to call it. That figure, if straight. So I don't know if we want to get closer to that, or if we want to go down.
It's not like it's guided us at this point, right? Like it's not like it was there before we were in the room with the boxes, right? We can't see it, so we're
From that particular thing, was I getting, because with divine sense, I get if it's a strong evil, it registers as a noxious odor, powerful, or if it's good, it causes like a heavenly music, or I know like the celestial fiend, undead, fae, within 60 feet.
It gives off It doesn't really smell like anything. It has that kind of whiff of a noxious odor, but it is so faint that you almost can't tell if it's truly there. It seems to not be undead, as you don't really smell that on it, but it's also not really alive. It seems to be in this state of undeath.
I don't really get a sense of it being good or evil. And nor do I get a sense of it actually being undead at all. It's kind of this in between nature. So I don't know if that's something like. I don't get the sense it's guiding us though. It's only been popping
It
up
is
whenever I
guiding
do
us,
my
it
sets. Isn't. It's like I'm only picking it up when I'm doing my divine sensing ability.
We could go try to get a closer look while we have sneaking available to us.
That's true. So, then forward.
Yeah.
It does last for. I don't think it actually lasts for anything.
Divine Sense lasts for about 10 minutes, I believe.
And Pass Without a Trace
Less than
is
an hour.
an hour. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, it lasts 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Okay. So just a turn.
Yes. Oh, I'm moving night. Sorry. I was taking you with me.
Don't touch me.
I'm checking at the door before we hit the door. For traps.
Another door.
I got a 21.
As you look at this door, it doesn't seem to be trapped, but you can notice its eyes are watching you. As the gargoyles, its shoulder twitches a little bit. Its fingers kind of move with anticipation, but it doesn't seem like it's doing anything right now.
Well, continue forward and not through the door. Because those gargoyles look like they're about to jump us.
Do you want me to try to talk to him?
No. They look a little too eager.
The only thing I
can
worry
always come
about
back.
is. No, that's true. I just don't want to miss out any opportunity of information if it's going to help you.
And I wouldn't talk to anyone if I didn't have to. So if you want to talk to them, like,
Well, I
have
think
at it.
Kairos is right. We can always come back. So around this endless void of a hole.
You guys will see that this is truly. You can kind of see where a foundation would have been that has fallen down. And as your eyes peer into the darkness, it is just the unmistakable despair of the abyss of the unknown. It is just permanently down. Watch your step.
Yay. Was it over here? Do we keep going? Where do we go?
Well, I figured you were going to do your trap thingy.
Ah, sure. Checking for traps.
Oop. Get out of there, Knight.
You sure?
Sure.
29.
You can sense there is absolutely nothing trap-related danger-wise here.
That was very specifically worded.
I don't know about.
Yo, my spidey senses are tingling, but there ain't no traps in the path forward. I think we just need to watch for holes in the ground and for the ground to give way potentially.
Wide berth the holes. Keep eyes up.
Yes. Is this an actual statue to the left of us that also has no head?
Yes, that's correct.
Doing a side glance inspection of it.
Okay, roll ahead.
11.
This seems to be a larger version of the statues you saw before. A cloaked woman holding something that you cannot tell with a head chopped off.
Thundershaw.
Thundershaw for sure. This one does not have any red coloring on it, though, unlike the other one that had smatterings of red paint.
Swear.
Well, if you
Something
could look,
strange going on here.
if you could look past the whole like Thunderskull armor obsession for a second, can you maybe consider how weird it is that all the statues we've seen have had their heads like not attached?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is definitely an odd thing. Though I find it odder that it's a Thundershawnian theme going on.
Okay.
Thundershawl in the middle of this very druid island. Makes sense.
Right. It doesn't make sense. That's the point.
Can I inspect the statue? Does this look like Pangean or the others?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Can I see if it looks like a furbolg while she's doing that?
Sure, go ahead. Perception. I'm going to make a distinction. If you guys say investigation, I'm saying you're touching stuff. So if you say I'm making an investigation roll, I am taking it as you're touching, and a perception is you're looking. So I'm just making that
I
known
was
to
more
everybody.
trying to do a history check, but I will also do a percent. I'm not touching it. Mm-mm. Not that one.
Not
I'll
that-
touch the shiny thing.
All right, what was your roll?
Oh, give me a second. My thing closed. Perception is a 28.
A 28?
Yes.
You can see that this definitely screams of something druidic, but there is some weird kind of offshore elements to it. Like some of the colorations or the style. It's a little odd. This doesn't seem truly moon druid-esque. So it's not surprising it's here, but it's very odd. As well as it seems to be consisting of kind of like an ivory, not a stone. Kyros, what did you get?
25.
This is definitely not a furbolg. This seems like it's got very humanoid hands, but they're also kind of taloned at the end. A weird, odd mix of both.
Unless Thundershaw, did they have a very large druidic following at any point?
I wouldn't say Druidic so at all. It's kind of magic's outlaw in Thundershaw.
Yeah, then I don't think this is going to be Thundershaw. That is a druid. That is a druidic statue. Made of ivory, so it's not a stone statue.
Well, Thundershaw does have a full museum of ivory statues.
Okay, so you think this is a statue from Thundershaw's museum?
No, I'm not saying it's from the museum. I'm just saying that the depiction's part of it very Thundershawian.
Have you
Ever
Where
met
does
a Thundershalian
this-
druid?
No, but that is why I'm saying it doesn't make sense.
Because they're not related.
See, just telling you what I see.
telling you that you're wrong?
Knight's head like whips. Shadow.
You can see the top of something staring at you in your peripheral before it absolutely disappears.
Did you all see that?
No, I think you're just making more stuff up.
No, I swear I saw it. It was like a black shadow with a
Mhm.
black crown. It looked
From
like.
Thunderdome?
Did it look like something?
Roll me a history at disadvantage, please.
A 3.
Yeah, for sure. This is for
Yeah.
sure.
What did I put that the way the crown looked on his head? I mean, it almost looked like my uncle's crown. He doesn't wear that much black, of course, but I also haven't seen him since we've left. Oh God, do not tell me that this is tied to my
Are you
uncle.
ill?
I've been ill for a while. You're all ill. With the ink.
No, but are you like infected? What was
No,
in that bottle?
I think so. It tasted like blood.
Okay.
You
Right,
guys
have you
continue.
have you read a lot of books?
I've
No.
read a few. I have read a few. I was made to read.
Okay. Have you ever heard the phrase "the curtain is just blue"?
No.
Sometimes things are just the way they are. They're not necessarily connected to other things.
They're just blue.
So
What
there's
does a
no.
blue
It
curtain have to
could be
do with
true that maybe the statues don't mean anything. They were just plucked out.
Maybe
of
they
another
don't
world
mean
and brought
what
here.
you think they mean. Have you thought about that?
I mean, sure.
So the
Very
statue's a curtain?
positive about it. I feel like, there's a lot of things I'm not always so certain about, but this is one of those things that I'm very certain about.
How about this? If you're right, I will pay for drinks for the next month.
Okay.
Whatever you
You better
want.
fork that money up right now.
That requires you to prove that this is Thundershalian besides just a feeling.
I mean, there's a way to show you my memories. I'll do that.
Memories can be warped and are funky. Cannot be used as solid proof.
And we don't have time for memory diving currently. But if we find something along the way, we are investigating.
All right.
And if you can't prove it, you owe Curious and I drinks. For a month.
I agree to this.
Fine.
Solid.
Let's go. It's just one of those things I'm pretty certain. We going up or down? The crown, not uncle thing was down. So if we're following it, that's the direction we should go.
Yeah, gotta prove it now.
Oh God. There's a statue with a head.
Hey.
Oh my god.
They do have those sometimes.
You can see that this one doesn't have a head necessarily. It is a skull. Almost like something is eaten off and carved what was once a head into something much more sinister. If this is too difficult to read, let me know because I can turn it.
It is a fearful thing to know.
Can someone read it out loud, please?
Yes. 'Tis a fearful thing to love what death can touch. A fearful thing to love, to hope, to dream, to be and oh, to lose. A thing for fools, this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was a gift to me. To remember this brings painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death has touched. It's funny that that's talking about a human thing when humans aren't. More proof that this is a Thundershawlian thing.
They're just outside of Thunderfall.
I mean,
This- it could also just be just human in like the mortal regard. Like we're all human is a turn of phrase. I'm
in
not human,
Pangea,
but I understand it.
because you're from Pangea.
As you
Also,
guys-
it says it's by a Dilberry Dells.
Do you know a Dilberry Dells?
Do I know a Dilberry Dells?
both Kyros
History.
and you can make a roll.
Okay. Then a memento.
As well as Clem, you could try as well.
A 17.
a 6.
Oh my god. I got a 29. No, just kidding. 27.
Yeah,
Kyros, you kind of, as you're listening to Night go on, you kind of start believing maybe this is a Thundershawlian writer. There is like a little bit of like validity. Like this doesn't seem like a druidic name. And for a moment you get that like shadow of doubt. Night, you for sure know this is not a Thundershawlian writer. As you kind of look back, you're like, oh fuck, I've heard this name before somewhere.
Is it from Pangea?
This seems like it's from Neither. Clem, you remember in the Archives of the Moon, there were several poetry books that you kind of skimmed through during your time. And you remember a Dilberry Dells. She was very interested on kind of themes of death, loss, and morbid curiosity.
Did the other two say anything?
I don't know.
No, it's
Nope.
like
He's keeping his
I'm
fucking
watching
shut.
Knight's face. Yeah. Where's the name from, Knight? She's from Thundershaw? Or have you seen it more recently? Maybe.
no, we are in a temple though that is here, so I mean it makes sense that there are some also Neither stuff in a temple. Because if I recall, it's definitely not a Neither a Pangean name.
It's like
Are you
it's like
sure?
this is a
Like,
poet
sure?
we saw in the archives that we were just in. She's kind of fascinated with a little bit of death and whatnot, but like, this is any other thing. Just like how that last statue was a druidic priestess, robes and all, maybe offshore, but not Thundershaw.
As you guys are looking around at the statue and kind of thinking and pontificating over the origin of this poem, you can see that what looks to be a canine bone structure is laying before this plaque. And under a bit more further investigation, just looking, you can see that this has been written very poorly. It seems like someone scribed this in, and underneath it, it basically kind of says, "To my dearest friend, may death never find you the way hunger did."
I don't think I want to disturb those bones.
That's sad.
Very.
Or maybe a mercy. What if the only option if you can't find death and you're left to hunger, is to turn into those blind things back there.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
Gotta figure out a way. It looks like it continues further down this chamber. There's a lot down here.
At around this time, heroes, your pass without trace will end.
Weird.
You guys are greeted by what looks to be a hallway.
Are these the same freaking druidic statues?
The exact same, except this time you can see some small offerings are there. And even as you're watching, more will somehow appear with rotten fruit right before it. You hear the slapping of feet with non-existent people putting down plates of moldy food.
That's not normal.
No. Continue forward. Or
Can I do a
we-
perception before we move forward to try to see, like, I know they can't see them, but like, we gonna bump into anything or footprints?
Go ahead, roll me.
27.
You can see that down this hallway is lots of stones that are glowing in a various different amount of color. It seems like it's flicking magic as you are observing it. Past that, not much else is here.
It's just some like magic lights.
Hey,
We can just walk it, see what happens.
onward.
Are they in a pattern? Or is it just random stones?
You can roll
They're
me.
just they're
If you want to roll me an Arcana check, you can try and see.
Am I rolling?
Whoever wants to.
I have a -1 to Arcana, so
I got an
I can-
18.
I'm sorry, what'd you get?
18.
Oh, sorry, I heard I'm 20. I think you said I'm 18. I was like, you're 18? Congratulations. I don't know.
Oh God, no. No.
As you kind of look down the hallway to see all these stones, you can see they're flickering in random patterns, but it kind of looks like a wave. You know, because it goes down, 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 stops. Down, 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 stops. That's about it. You don't get anything malintentful off of it, or a specific type of magic.
Moving like a wave. Doesn't seem bad.
we want to try to avoid the lights with the wave, try to get the timing down, or do we just send it?
I can't tell if it's the you move on the wave or you avoid the wave.
well, we were following the dark, not uncle. So this is the only direction we can go.
How
So
far is it, or is it all the way down the hall?
They go all the way down the hall from what you can see.
Okay.
Whoops.
Click button to enter. Edit.
maybe we send it.
Just
Try
move
to
quickly. It does go all the way down.
Yeah, which
So we
means
go.
we won't have time to make a choice. So we just walk like normal and bear the consequences. gonna try to stealth it though, for me, anyways. As I say, bear the consequences. It won't be me.
You guys are able to move down this hallway without any issue.
Good, because I nat one on my stealth roll.
Buddy.
What?
Buddy.
I got too full of myself.
You see absolutely no traps, but there is a couple pieces of paper down the hallway that kind of give you a bit of a heebie-jeebie.
Walking over to some pieces of paper.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
Beware. Hide, run, do what you must do to eat, but above all, feed the crow, pay your dues. Oh, whatever does that mean?
Speak the crow.
We got more of those doors. Do you want me to do another sense to see if there's a specific direction we need to go?
Worth a shot. Up to you.
I can probably do it 2 more times.
I can just take a look, maybe, and we can just kind of like listen for things. And then the further we get, we can try again with it. Since we only have so many,
Okay.
You want to roll perception?
Sure. Nat 20.
Nice.
Hey! What are you looking for right now?
I think Kira's is like, Knight has mentioned that it's movement in the walls, so I think he's kind of like focused on the walls, kind of like hearing for like the screams or just like the running footsteps or anything like that. But mostly focused on like the wall and like see if there's any like warbles or shifts.
As you kind of look around and take notice of the walls, you will see definite claw marks slowly ingraining into them. You can even watch it be made in real time without any creature doing so. There is noise behind this said door, as everything else is pretty quiet.
There's something clawing the walls, and then there's stuff to the left. Kind of like gestures towards the left, but his eyes are like trained on like where the claws were like ingraining in the stone.
Did we leave offerings?
You want to leave offerings?
I'm asking if we should. Being really at Kiros of like, this is more your domain.
I mean, do you
Do
think
we
that
leave an offering?
means I feed the crow?
I know what I'm thinking.
Hi, piggy.
Would that be better to do at a statue of the crow? I'm not one of faith. Typically,
They're just kind of all over the place.
What if we left him in front of the claw marks?
there's something that is causing the claw marks.
What do we even leave? They're leaving rotten food. Do we have rotten food?
And I can leave some of my berries. I have 8 something.
Hi.
Do you want to leave the berries?
I was trying to type the note in the notes. And I accidentally hopped out. Go back. Let me back in. Let me in.
Blaze!
Please. Okay. You're loading. I believe in you. Come on. Like half rendering. There we go. Could you ping where the claw marks were coming
Right.
from?
Right here.
Okay. He'll reach into his pocket and pull out the remaining. He'll pull out 6. And then he'll toddle up to the claw marks.
No, wait, I didn't realize you were actually going to listen to me.
Wait,
Do we put it with the claw
it's
marks or
worth a
with other
shot.
food?
I don't know, because it's also rotting food, so I don't know if that's an insult.
Oh no.
The berries that you have from Goodberry?
No.
The
The
thing.
rotting fruit in front of the statues, because
Yeah.
the good berries last for a day.
I'll show you things.
Making me have trust issues.
Wherever you think is best. Sorry, I was just throwing ideas out there. I didn't think we'd actually listen to me.
Knight, do you have any suggestions, or
Don't think it hurt. Since we have food all over the place now. How often can you do good berries?
got a few slots for it? I can
So
do it
if
a
it
couple
comes,
times.
so if it comes down to us, you really needing more. You have the.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
still can do it. So I mean, it doesn't hurt to try.
Pull them out, and now I'm paranoid, so he's gonna check them.
Can you guys roll me a Constitution save?
+4.
$17.
26.
22.
As Kiros pulls out the berries, your eyes instantaneously find out and seek food, even if it causes you no sustenance. You still feel that salivating on your tongue, that itching for your teeth to bite. However, you are able to keep yourself contained, but that tug of hunger sits, and you are able to pull out your food.
Two in the pocket. 6 in front of the claws.
As you put your 6 berries down, you'll hear a giggling as the door to your left will crack open.
Berries look like donuts.
They are donuts. I just don't have berries.
I think
So
that
fair.
might have been a good thing.
Step through the door. What if it slides closed again?
Well, I'm
Yep,
not
through the
going through
door.
it yet. Are we going? Oh, we're going right through it. Okay.
Pecking for treats. I feel suspicious looking. Piece of. Uh-oh. That's 2 plus 12. 14. I see a suspicious piece of ground, but I rolled a 14. What was that over there? What was that?
What was what? Clem, you finally see something peer from your vision that nobody else seems to notice.
Oh my god. We're all hallucinating. It's a group hallucination.
Did you roll a trap check?
I did.
A 14?
That's the 14, yeah.
The room seems perfectly fine to you. In fact, you can kind of see down the hallway is something that catches your attention. It's hard to make out.
There's a
The hallway going up.
The hallway going up, baby.
I think there's something up there, guys. We should go check it out. No traps. We should be fine.
Knight is currently inside the pillar.
I'm
He's
hiding.
trying his best, okay?
Don't want to say it, but his hand looked very suspicious. It was the only part of him sticking out.
You guys want to go up?
Upwards. We should be fine. There's definitely no reason we should be scared.
The ground has changed colors.
Oh,
Wait
no.
a second. In the darkness, the sprout of all death bores itself from the bones of those who did not believe.
Ethereala.
Ethereala in the sodden free marshes laid way to that which will eat the whole world. Isn't that the goddess that Zazie used to pray to? Ethereala.
As you speak that out loud, you'll see a statue will appear itself from what looks to be a cover of dark, holding a basin of water. But this isn't water. Can someone roll me a religion check?
I got it, fam.
I think I saw Scout already roll.
I mean, I haven't said it out loud, so I'm good to call it, or I can let Cat do it. I don't care.
You all can do it. Whoever wants to is free
Oh.
to do it.
Okay.
Ooh. A 9.
13.
My favorite
A
number!
26.
Kiros?
I got a 13.
Kiros and Knight, you guys watch this water with a simplified horror. You've seen that which has dwelled in it and called to it, but this is laid hidden. There doesn't seem anything spectacular about it, but it is odd. However, Clem, you can sense this is a guarded item hidden within plain sight, as all of the little stones around it are meant to kind of exclude away and keep at bay evils, as the water this creature is holding is holy water. A small reprieve as it ushers you all to take some.
It's holy water.
Holy water.
It is holy water.
I do believe some of the spells I'm capable of doing after I read through the expert versions of the Beginners for Magic books. Some of the spell components are required to be holy water.
You should take some.
I will take some holy water.
Knight, as you go to take some holy water, you dip a vial in, and can you please press T on the angel?
P
Bye-bye,
on the
Knight.
Angel. Ah!
Knight disappears with before your eyes. As don't move, Knight. Don't you investigate, right? Yeah, I can see your little wandering fingers.
I'm invisible. There's invisible forces. Okay.
Yes, it's a gate. As you'll see, Knight will disappear within a matter of seconds, poofed into dust.
I'm gonna look to Kiros. Oops.
Oh no. Is this one of those things where we all need to put our hands in, or is this us trying to look for him elsewhere?
On the count of 3.
We're doing
That's
it.
it. We're
Wait,
going all
really?
in.
We're going all in.
3, 2, 1.
Oh God.
Press T, please.
What?
Oh, I can't move.
Curious. We're trapped. There's enough. Look. Oh, never mind. The force is gone.
As you both open your eyes, you find yourself in a darker, dimmer part of the dungeon as you are lost. Your divine sense has gone awry. You cannot tell up from down as you are fully and inconsequentially confused.
I think this way.
Does the
Maybe?
thing still look like holy water in the fountain though?
You can see that the face of the angel has distorted into something laughable as a maniacal type of giggle is over itself. And as you blink between it, its fingers move and it holds its mouth.
You know, I forgot about the warning at the beginning of this labyrinth.
Which was don't trust
Things aren't
what you
always
see.
what they seem.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. Let's
But
go.
listen, we're all together. This could have gone very poorly. We all ended up in 3 different places. So
Oh boy.
finding Zazu's optimism, guys. Okay.
Channeling it. All right. This way?
That way. Can
Looking for
we do like
traps,
a
right?
perception? I was gonna try to listen for things.
Go ahead, make a perception, and whoever wants to can make their traps.
Funny.
7.
A 23 for perception.
Yes.
Kira, are you looking for anything?
28.
For perception as well?
I grab some
Yeah.
strawberries.
As both of you are sitting there, you will hear a small, faint sniffling noise as if something is crying right below you. However, around you, you just hear the sound of feet constantly moving as if something is walking circles through the labyrinth. And for a moment, as you all are paying attention, your eyes will fixate on something. As a creature as black as night and as tall as trees will shuffle and move through the walls before you. You can see its looming figure softly walking. Before it disappears.
You saw that?
What do we see?
You're not uncle.
Oh, okay. Are we following it still?
It went down into the left. But there's something crying in there.
Yeah.
Then we should check it out.
But we might need to keep in mind what Clem said. Everything might not be what it seems.
It might. Or which could be something that it seems.
This is just summon in the back of the head.
I agree. Be cautious.
If it's a crying child, we walk the other way.
Are you guys stealthing? I assume not.
Yes.
I can
I'm
try.
So totally stealthy.
Yup. I will drop another path without a trace. Let's go.
A 29.
A 30.
A 28. I did the worst.
As you guys
That's the last one.
As you guys move past the wall and creep your little heads out in unison, you'll see what looks to be a tall woman in large armor meant for something much bigger than her frame can handle as she sits before 3 stone sarcophaguses. They are wrapped in chains as they are desperately trying to move. They are jumping at the heel, as well as you can see something within a cage to your right as the woman just stands there. And before long, you'll see small vines begin to crawl and break themselves from the stone to wrap around the sarcophaguses. The woman is just standing there.
Not doing anything about the vine. She's just standing there.
You can see she's standing there. If you guys want to make more of a, yeah, she's just standing there watching. You can kind of see her eyes are hollow and sunken in, as she doesn't seem to notice you guys.
I'm gonna try to, like, see if I can tell, is she the one causing these vines to grow around the... Well... I was kind of doing an insight, but that's an 11.
She doesn't seem to be doing much of anything other than standing, and you can see she is covered in what looks to be lots of blood, as blood begins to ooze out of these coffins.
I'm hiding behind Night.
Do we just sneak by? Ignore this? Talk to her.
She doesn't see us. I don't think we see her.
Okay. And the blood's coming from the coffins?
It looks about right.
Are we
Is
going
the crying
forward?
coming from her?
The crying noises, yes, they are. You kind of hear her small, muffled sounds. Her skin, which is turned beige, is kind of covered in what looks to be soot, blood, and obvious tear streaks as she stands before these 3 sarcophaguses. And you'll hear the rattling of something to your left. What would you guys like to do? I will say if you guys try just pure stealth by her, she will see you because you're all very, very tall and there's nowhere to hide in this empty room. But you could talk to her. You guys can go back up if you'd like, or you guys could try and make a dead sprint. There seems to be a door right here.
I'm full on like peeking around at Night, being like, "What are we doing?" I'll talk to people.
her.
To talk to her.
Ma'am? He's gonna take a step forward.
You'll see
Are you
Sorry, continue.
okay? You just be like taking a step. Ma'am, are you okay?
As you kind of call out, she will instantly swivel and pull out what looks to be what kind of like a very nicely made short sword. And as her hand pulls it, you can kind of hear the snapping of bone as her arm flungs down, unable to carry the weight of this weapon as she moves back. Who are you? Are you another one of those things from the darkness to kill me?
We're not here to kill anyone. We're here to find answers and to get our way out of here.
There is no way out of here. It is eternal darkness. It is hell. I shall back up yet again.
Well, I don't believe that. I think there is going to be a way out of here.
She just kind of stares at you with these very vacant, hollow eyes as she kind of looks at all three of you and is almost sizing up what's going to happen here.
We're not planning to hurt you.
What do you want?
Well, we just heard the crying, so we came to see what was happening.
She'll kind of indicate to the sarcophaguses. This is what
What's-
happened.
And what is happening here?
The dead do not stay dead here. They rise after a certain amount of hours and become something different and altered. It is only a matter of time till the starvation hits. You're doomed.
Well, if those things are hiding in the darkness, then it is best to perhaps travel in groups.
I don't have any more food. If I starve, my body becomes a creature like this. If I die, I become another creature like this. There is no end, just eternal servitude.
Well, you said the blood was up to worth 10 Russians?
For you, yes.
Yes.
Can I insight check Knight to see what he's about to try to do / offer?
Yes, go
He's
ahead.
Insight
looking
check
like he's
the
about to
woman.
go into his pack. I think I have at least a ration
Yeah.
here.
Mm,
Can I insight check the
pull it on
woman?
him.
Yes, go ahead.
A 14.
She seems pretty sincere as she is hiding. You can see that her hands are covered in blood, the same that is kind of pulling down the sarcophagus. Whether these were her friends and she's defending herself or she murdered someone and you can't tell, but it's up to your best gambit.
Knight has a beef jerky.
I have a singular stick of beef jerky. Her eyes instantly hone in on that as you can see what was once timid turns almost animalistically feral. Her arm kind of grabs onto the other to stop it, and you can see from her fingers her nails have begun to turn into talons almost as she restricts that arm backwards.
Like I said, we're not here to be enemies.
Is that food?
Yes.
Is it edible?
Yes.
Are you offering it to me?
Yes.
You'll see that same hand will kind of slowly move forward.
I'm so prepared to snatch Knight back.
I'm so rid of. Gosh! She's extending out that hand to accept the food.
He'll hold it out.
If you don't pull it back, she will take it, and she'll begin to eat it the way someone who hasn't eaten in 3 months will mow down on something. You can see her frame is deeply emaciated.
He just had given her one of his rations.
She eats that within 2 seconds, and with an assortment of slurring noises and kind of, you can see that even her bits of her fingers have found her way into her mouth without noticing, and she quickly bandages it up and then looks at all of you again. How long have you been here for?
Less than a day.
So you are new. You should be ready. My crew found itself here, swept into some kind of swirling vortex in the sea, and before I knew it, we were here. It only took 3 days to bury the first 2.
Well, we are quite the hardy group.
I hope for your sake you are.
Is that who's in these coffins right now? Your friends?
The last of them. There's just no outrunning something that can move through the walls. It finds you. It does not die. It takes no anything. I've chopped off its hands and 2 more have grown in its place. Its head is a mess of crow's beaks. All it does is follow.
Oh, there's got to be a way.
You must hide when you see it. It will find you. If you've already seen it, it wants you.
Now that she described it, is that what I've been seeing?
As you kind of look at her, and she is describing what you are trying to picture, you will see from the wall the creature of pure black darkness will almost phase through it. Its head a mass of crows as it will begin to peck at this woman within a matter of seconds. And as it does, it will let out a large scream as it devours her within 3 bites. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Rude. Was just rude.
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 That
Very
was rude.
rude.
Very, very rude.
You like the dungeon? Isn't it so fun?
And do you love Dungeon Crawl?
good.
Oh my god, it's so
Oh
spicy.
my god, I touched the holy water.
I'm
Actually, I
honestly,
made night touch it.
I was